preparation for a match when you're starting up 4-1 in a two-leg series?
I think a lot is determined by the schedule, and we're obviously coming off of our season opener and a quick turnaround, so we have to evaluate where players are at with the recovery and take into account on the back end of it there's another game. So while we might approach it game by game, there's certainly an idea of how we see how players recover and see how we make rotations if we think that that's something that we want to look at.
With it being so early in the season, and you've mentioned the preseason was so turbulent with availability particularly, is there a desire to both find maybe rest is the wrong word, but work for the schedule while also making sure guys get a chance to play more minutes together?
There's a desire to win, so there's no there's no charity here for guys to get opportunities. You have to earn it, and the trust has to be there for who we put out there to go and get a result. So certainly the first leg has positioned us well, but it doesn't guarantee anything for the second leg. Guys need to be prepared to go and perform, and so we've taken a look at the last 5 days and made our decisions based on player availability and recovery and performance.
Good morning, Pat. Fernando Romero from Honduras. So you're going with all your starting players for this game, even when you're winning 4-1?
I think it would be silly for me to say who would be starting the game, but we're looking at the same selection of healthy players and the performances from our first two games, both in Champions Cup and league play, and the recovery process to decide who will start tomorrow.
Pavel, you've played in continental competition in Europe and here as well. Do players get an extra level of energy when playing in these kinds of matches?
I don't see really difference between those competitions. Myself, I prepare for those games with same energy, and I'm excited in both competitions. So for me, match is always like celebration. So I'm also excited for tomorrow, and yeah.
Hey, Pavel, was the first leg what you expect, and what do you expect for this game?
For the first game, I really didn't know what to expect, and I have to say that Motagua really surprised me. And from the first game, I have to say that they also had really good chances. And if you look at the stats from the match, if you look at the expected goals and shots, it was like almost even. So we have to be really careful also in the second leg, and be there with the same energy and same attitude, so same mentality, and we hope that we will continue in our winning streak.
Same question, Pat.
I think I answered this, prior to the matchup. Our I guess knowledge of the Honduran league or the team you're facing, it comes up in after the draw, and so we spent a good amount of time in our preparation to look at their previous games to decide how we would approach it. And I think, like Pavel said, there were aspects of Motagua that we were going to be challenged with. Wide service, Osmendi in the box was a key for us that we didn't do well enough in the first leg, and he had the goal, but there was other opportunities there. And so, I would say the scoreline may be a little surprising because it's a difficult place to go and win and score 4 goals. So I'm pleased about that, but I think there was things that we did with the ball that were strong and caused them problems, but there was a lot of things that on the defensive side we had to make a couple adjustments with, and we'll analyze our first leg and decide how we want to approach the second one.
Thank you. We'll go to the Zoom now. Alejandro. Alejandro, do you want to go ahead?
This is for Pavel. And how's your adaptation with the new players from the field? And now that we're seeing a little bit more of you in this new formation, how you getting into the box, and how's that going on between you, Evander, Denke, and all the players, the new players that are coming into the lineup?
I think it's just about the time, because all of those players you mentioned are high quality player, and it's just about getting know each other, and I think with every other next match it will be better and better.
And if I can follow up with Coach Noonan, you know, it's no one rival that the ones that have really nothing to lose and a lot to gain. How do you guys gonna be able to finish up at home this series?
Well, we have a lot to lose. I know the scoreline positions us in a good way, but like I said, we have to have the right approach for the second leg to advance in the competition, and I'm confident our guys understand that. But you know, certainly I think the scoreline can affect how both teams approach the second leg. You know, we're at home and we have a 3-goal advantage, so our job is to play the game in a way where we manage a 3-goal lead, but still understand how to play and still understand how to make the game difficult for Motagua. So that's our approach, but you know, I'm confident that the guys that are stepping on the field tomorrow are going to position us to advance in the competition.
And we'll wrap up. We'll go to one last one with Dennis Gomez. Dennis, you want to go ahead?
Yes, thank you. This is for Coach Noonan. Just wanted to ask you if you had a chance to watch film on Motagua from this past Saturday against Real España, reporting from Honduras, and also they will be missing a few players that could not travel because of visa issues. How does that change the game plan going into tomorrow's game?
Yeah, the staff has spent some time watching, you know, the Real España game, but for me, it was more about our game that we focused on, because that's the best way to analyze playing a team again, is how we matched up against them. Certainly there was things that they threw at us in the first leg that were different than what we expected, but while we saw the result and you know, looked at the lineup and some of the, you know, different options, as well as the, you know, the visa issues that you mentioned, we, you know, have an idea of what their strongest group is going to be, and we have no doubt that they're coming in with a strong group to try to change their fortune in this game. So for me, it's about our game against them. That is the most important thing to look at to best prepare us for tomorrow.